Balitlugeling magic alone. Leave these cults alone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Human beings, you have seen so much clumsy nonsense on the internet. And I call it clumsy because what are you doing? Just throwing that like oil spilled, like milk spilled on the kitchen counter on like national television. On Netflix. What are you doing showing such intense, extreme, actual satanic rituals on a show on Netflix for children? Yeah, you're living in a clumsy society that is just spilling very hard-knock secrets of Satan into programmed television, into streaming platforms, into like it's nothing at all. Alright? In the Acts of the Apostles, the church over there, the church in the Acts of the Apostles that got born again burned their sorcerer and magician books, and apparently they cost a whole chunk of dough. They were very expensive. Today, nobody would be able to be any kind of successful selling an occult book for too much money on Amazon or whatever. Because what the heck, I can always just learn a ritual on YouTube from some little side piece witch that's willing to teach me how to harass people. It's okay. I'll learn it on TikTok. I'm not going to go and buy a book for 2,500 rands. I'm not going to go and buy a book for 10k where I can learn the same spells in that book from some charlatan on TikTok. Yeah. Once the devil has commercialized witchcraft, then very taboo, excruciating things he easily does. Things like transhumanism. There was a time when that would have been crazy taboo. Things like cloning. Things like a baby being made in any other fashion other than through sexual relations between a man and a woman. Now there are artificial wombs actually being made. And there are embryos being created outside of the womb. Now there are people being able to select the gender of their baby. People are now able to select the color of their baby, the color of the eyes of their baby. They can determine whether or not a child has a certain level of intelligence or not. I was watching some clip the other day from The Watchman. People are able to do stuff like that because technology has gotten to that point, and so even though it is a discussion that is being tabled between mankind, while it might still be considered to be an ethical issue, don't play God. It is nonetheless tabled on a commercial enough platform for it to be easily done. And so introduced to the rest of us, however commenced in the occult. Occult practitioners, you are being experimented on, ladies and gentlemen. You are being made transhumans. Your blood is being taken and clones of you are being made. And you are being made after that to go out there into the world and make babies so that the world can be marred with unredeemable human beings that will only find out late that they can't even turn to Christ even though they feel uncomfortable with the occult.